Legal Services NYC was formed almost 50 years ago as part of the war on poverty. Our mission is to fight poverty and to seek racial, social, and economic justice on behalf of low-income New Yorkers.
Soy de origen mexicano. Vine buscando el sueño americano, una nueva vida para mí. Se llamó a la policía porque la sobrina de mi ex marido me vio tirada en el piso. En escaleras caí. Y cuando ellos llegaron, yo pensé que estaba yo segura, que me iban a escuchar. Entonces yo le dije, por favor, quiero un intérprete. Me dijo que me callara la boca y que no le importaba. Y yo le dije, comencé otra vez a insistir y me dijo que no, que si no me callaba yo la boca, yo iba a ser arrestada. Y en ese momento yo fui arrestada.
They took her very young son and gave him to her abuser while they took her to the precinct. She pled guilty to obstruction of governmental administration in part because her lawyer also didn't speak to her in Spanish. So much about what's happening that you don't understand if you're not able to communicate with people.
Si hay un problema en un futuro o un vecino, que yo pueda con seguridad llamar a las policías sin que no haya traumas en mi vida.
One of the great things that happened as a result of the case is that every cop in New York City now has a department-issued cell phone with direct access to telephonic interpretation services. They have immediate on-demand interpreters.
Supe que había personas que sí se apoyan a los derechos humanos, que sí están pendientes, que sí están con la ley, que están al pendiente de nosotros.
I got my name changed to Legal Services. Let's say that you want to go to particular place to eat or club, or you got to show your ID. They read the name is Raul Rivera. There is a harassment already.
They refused to call her by her new name, which was her legal name. She's being outed as trans to everybody. Our position was just because you ultimately gave her what she was seeking doesn't mean you get to treat her like garbage. We got a really great decision from the judge.
And we win the lawsuit.
Refusing to call somebody by their correct name, refusal to use the right pronouns, all of that kind of treatment is de facto discrimination. And so I don't know of another court decision that says that. They have an LGBT liaison now. They hired somebody specifically who's training all the staff at HRA. There are 15,000 people at HRA. That's really what we were looking for.
This is not a way to pay what they did for me. It's not a way to pay for it.
Pro bono work is important because it helps us to serve hundreds of additional clients that we otherwise wouldn't be able to help. It's also important because it helps to relieve the workload on many of our staff attorneys who are burdened with a huge number of cases. Not only are they helping clients to achieve great outcomes for them, but they're also getting a view into what life is like for low-income New Yorkers.
New York City is a city of immigrants, really. Pro bono attorneys help us respond to this vast need.
Muchas de las personas que son sobrevivientes de violencia doméstica aún así no saben que tenemos derechos. Hasta que llegaron las abogadas, fueron abogadas de Legal Service y me dieron la confianza, me dieron la tranquilidad, la esperanza de que realmente no estaba sola.
Having the application granted will be a huge mental relief for her, and just knowing that she'll be secure with her family will mean a great deal to her.
Es un país libre que uno puede lograr sus sueños.
I've been really impressed by our client and how brave she was, how much she suffered, how she was able to get to the point where she said, enough is enough, and I have to do this for my children. it's just amazing.
Que muchas gracias por, más que nada, Legal Service, por darme su apoyo, por darme a saber que los derechos que yo tengo.
It's not so easy to live the people like me, like gay people in Russia. In Russia, I went to the club. A few guys just almost killed me and my boyfriend. We can live in my apartment with my boyfriend, for example, because my neighbors, they were so angry at that because they saw two guys and they were asking what's happened. Why do you live together?
Standard for asylum is well-founded fear of persecution. For someone like a gay man in Russia, you're basically forced to live a lie.
I was always dreaming about my own family, my boyfriend, and maybe children, so it can be legally here.
The thing that I'll take away from this case and remember most vividly is just how much of a relief it was to our client to realize that he could finally stop running.
I've found an immense amount of inspiration from working with the pro bono teams, and to see lives transformed is really incredible.
A project which may actually not take that much time for a lawyer can mean the whole world to someone.
You hear stories that you never really imagine.
There's just still a lot of work to be done, and we need to be strong in the face of resistance.
Now more than ever, both immigrants and members of the LGBTQ communities need protections in this political environment.
Social justice to me means ensuring all people have equal access to power and opportunities.
I think this is the best job in the world. I am grateful every day.
We came to legal services to do this. There's no other place that any of us would rather be right now.
If ever there was a time to support legal services, the time is now.